Welcome back to Capybara Go, and today we will be talking about pets. They are extremely important for your progression. You need to pick the right one and level them up and build them up properly. All about that in this video. There are a lot of pretty cool, adorable pets in the game, just as adorable as you will be if you will like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet to promote it in YouTube algorithm. Now, let's go to the actual content. So, you can see all your available pets in the pet list over here. And honestly, all the way up to those two guys, all the normal green and blue pets are pretty much the same. So go with whatever you want early game. It doesn't matter that much. You can level them up to the maximum because they level can be reset quite easily. And yeah, your first good pets will be Ice Shroom and Snowy. Why? Because Ice Shroom can actually give you the shield, which is really powerful, and Snowy will allow you to freeze the enemies. Those guys will give you some bonus, and they are pretty easy to get to. Honestly, early game you would like to summon pets all the way until you will unlock 2 slots. That's what I did. Most of you guys might want to summon a bit more in order to get the 7-day carnival rewards, and after that it's advisable to save the eggs for the pet growth event. Oh, nice, we got the mythic pet over here. Really cool. You can always use the ad packs every day because they refresh, but actual ads should be saved up. I have 3.4 of those saved up right now, and I will not use them until the event will go live. The thing is, with the pets, the more you summon them, the higher will be the summon rate. And the higher the summon rate, the higher the chance of getting the higher tier pets. So right now I'm at level 9, that will unlock the 3rd slot for the pet, really important and powerful. And at this level you have 0.4 chance to summon mythic pet, so you don't even have a chance to summon a mortal pet. In order to get the mortal pet, you need to go at least to level 11. It will take a while. You can check Capybara Go wiki, the link will be in the description for the details. Here we can get the basic stats of the pets. We don't have immortal ones here. And pet summoning level requirements, so you will know how many summons you will need to do to level up and what are the chances here. You can also get the full list of pets over here all the way to legendary and immortal guys, so you have all pets that are available in the game over here with their skills, so you know what to plan for. So now with the pet acquiring mechanics out of the way, let's talk about pet strats. What you need to do to make them work better. First of all, stats of any pet will be applied to you when the pet is equipped. So all the guys over here who are chilling, they don't have those stats applied to you, but you have upgrade effect. Upgrade effects has some milestones, so basically every 5 levels you will get additional bonus that will be a multiplier that's available for you when you own the pet. So basically there is a reason to upgrade all your pets to level 10, then to level 15, level 20, and so on. Personally, I was deciding between leveling up specific pet to the highest level that I use. So for example, we use that little Ellie in all the builds, but the stat bonuses here are not that significant, and I decided to go with the percentage bonuses. They seem to give better stats and better overall power for your build than spending those pet food on upgrading the pet levels. That's what I feel so far. Maybe getting to milestone 15, for example, might be worth it. But currently, it doesn't seem to be the way. By the way, in order to level up pets, you will need copies, duplicate copies of the same pet in order to level them up. And I think for the mythic pets, you don't need the copy of them until they reach level 10. And after that, you will need it. Let's actually check. Let's reset one of the pets. Yes, you don't need to worry about screwing up, because if you did something wrong and level them up somewhere where you don't want them to be, you can always press the reset. It's free, and it will return all the invested resources into the pet bag. So yeah, the first 5 levels, I think 10. Yeah, the first 10 levels require only pet food for mythic pets, and after that, they will require the pet copies. So yeah, the main reason to upgrade the pets that you equip to the higher level is to get their skill level to the higher level as well. So that will allow us to get higher effects of that, more damage from the pet attack, and the higher bonus from the skill. But outside of that, feel free to enchant your lower tier pets to level 10, because that will give you crazy bonus to your stats. Each of those guys It gives us those passive effects, and the attack and HP are the most important ones. So first 10 levels are more important than level 15 because defense stat is like, it's defense. We all know that it's useless. And then we get the pet skill level. So basically what I would advise, to get all your guys to level 10, we don't need this guy at level 50, we don't use him anymore. And then level up the pets that you use if you have enough resources for that. Especially if you can push them all the way to level 20. Level 20. That will give your pet skill higher level and it will make it more powerful. So for example, little Ellie here will do more damage and will restore more HP. So let's try to do that. No, we don't have enough. We can only get it to level 18 if you press enchants once. It got enchanted straight away. Yeah, you can sometimes see the maximum level that can be reached, and if it's not what you want, you don't really need to do that. So that's for the pet upgrades. Do not worry, once again, if you screwed up somewhere, you can easily reset and rebuild. No issues here whatsoever. Now there is additional mechanics that unlock later in the game. I don't remember when exactly. 10 days after start of the server, I checked the wiki. And the build mechanics allow you to get passive bonuses on your equipped pets. The build can be leveled up as well, and it requires you to spend resources on building your pets, and higher levels will give you higher chances of higher rarity multipliers here. That means more stats for you. And you will need to spend spirit stones in order to do the build. I think it's 200 spirit stones per build chance, and you can unlock specific stat if you like it quite a lot. And then you will need to spend, what are those called? Everstones, right. They can unlock one of your stats, but they are really rare, so don't use them unless you really know what to do with that. So before pet building, you would like to decide which pets do you want to use so you won't spread it all over. And here we are with something like a pet priority, pet tips, pet tier list. Not really, but a basic version. I'll make the full guide a bit later, but right now you should know that early on you can use those two guys, Snow and Ice Shroom. They are really good. From the legendary tier, if you get here, Icy Fox will replace the Snowy over here. She's doing, or it's doing, I have no idea, freeze as well, so more chance to freeze actually, but not really top tier. And the top pet that you can start building for real is Little Ellie. That fella will restore a lot of your HP, 70% of your hero's attack, and that's a lot. And that's every 3 rounds, so this is really powerful. And after that, you would like to invest in the mythic tier pets. So legendary tier guys are not that used, to be honest. As you can see, none of those guys other than the Little Ellie has their passive stats upgraded, so probably you would like to use them if you unlock them before that, but by the 10 you probably will already get some mythic guys, so work on them. For the mythic pets though, there are some really cool ones. First one is Flash. You will get it for free by doing, I think, 7 days login event. And the Flash isn't really best pet for you to use every day because its bonus is percentage of target's current HP damage. It doesn't do that much otherwise, so it's really useful against the boss fights, for the guild boss, and for the event boss, Seal Battle, this one. So it allows you to do more damage there, especially early on. So it's worth leveling up a little bit, but once again, you don't use it outside of the boss battles. It will be worse than actual epic or legendary pets because its damage to the normal enemies is really weak unless they will become really powerful, so you need to compare. But basically, yeah, it's not that good, but you can start building it as well, and you can focus on the stats that will be useful for your boss fights, so mainly damage. Then of course Little Ellie should be in most of your pet setups for most fights. I don't use Little Ellie only on bosses, so I replace her or it with a Flash. Flash is kind of better for those scenarios. You don't really survive till the heal in the boss fight, and in the event fight, in the seal battle, you don't take that much damage. And then what I use are Unicorn and Slime King. Unicorn is pretty good for the crit build. It increases hero crit by 8%, up to 3 stacks, so that's like 26, no, 24. So it's 24 critical rate after 6 rounds, which is really good for long fights. And Slime King, because this fella allows us to increase combo and counter chance by 8%. So same stuff, but 24% after 6 rounds for combo and counter, which allows you to do more attacks, more damage, and trigger more effects. So those guys are really good, and their overall damage output is pretty powerful as well. Every 2 rounds in comparison with like every 4 rounds for epic pets. So it's so much better. And we are going back to wiki again to show you the even better pets that I don't really have. Those are Elsa. Elsa is supposed to be used in every build. She is that good. It casts skill every round and reduces the target's attack by 5% while increasing the damage taken by 10%, 3 stacks. Impossibly strong. And Freya is good for the skill builds. If you're doing that, that will allow your skill crit rate and skill damage increased quite a lot. Trigger every 2 rounds though, so not that crazy. Piggy increases lifesteal rate and lifesteal, so it's situational for specific builds where you want that. So basically you want Elsa, the best one. And then you will still use the Mythic probably for a while. So you can easily focus building stat on your Unicorn, on your Slime King, especially Slime King. And especially your little Ellie that will be with you for a while. So in the end, for your normal build, you would like to use little Ellie, Slime King, and either Unicorn or any other of those guys. Actually, I like Unicorn because I have the crit build, but you can also use Purple Demon Fox that increase damage taken by targets by 15% for 1 round every 2 rounds. So basically, if you time things correctly, that will do a lot of damage to the enemies. So yeah, basically it will be either Unicorn or Elsa if you have it. For the skill build, you might want to replace Slime King with Freya for more skill damage, but once again, that's not that soon for the newer players once you start getting immortal pets. So yeah, don't worry about that too much. So now we have growth event, and I will actually go for stat build, and what I want to get here is first I want to level them up, and second I want to get specific stats. So first let's talk about this very confusing stuff, the values. The first value is the value that you actually get right now. The value in the bracket is percentage of the maximum value you can get for the current tier. So for example, for this B-roll, we are getting 78% of the maximum value, which should be somewhere around like plus 30% or so damage to the boss. So this is how it is. And basically, if the value in the bracket is low, that means you rolled a really bad roll for the specific rarity, I guess. And once again, as you will go forward, you will unlock more and more rarities for the pet build that will give you even higher stats. So let's try to do a couple of builds here, and we want to aim for specific stats. We can see them here in the list. There is no list. We should make one on the wiki, by the way, should be there one day. But basically you would like to get basic attack damage reduction and skill damage reduction that will allow you to survive for longer. So let's try to build a couple of times and see what do we get. There we go, skill damage reduction over here. We managed to get most of the C tier, but we want to be higher. And honestly, right now, I want to spend all those 41 spirit stones because we are doing the growth event. So we will keep building until we will get to the next level right now. It doesn't really matter what we get right now unless we get S tier, and we won't because we don't get chance for that. So we're just spending resources in order to get higher. And actually I should have, we are making the video, right? So I should be able to add all those stats to the wiki a bit later, so you can find them there with all the values and calculations. Should be really useful. Okay, we are build level 3 right now, so now we have 10% chance to get a legendary tier, and for the next tier we need 24,000. We can do that as well. So let's go. And as you can see, when we reach the next level, we unlock additional passive stat slots. So we get even more options here. The thing is, when you build, there is a confirm button that you can press to adjust to the new skills. And if you just leave it and come back, nothing will change. So your passive stats will be same as before if you rolled something worse, and you can re-roll them again unless you press confirm. They will not be saved, so you can leave, and yeah, this is pretty cool. Now I know how it works. I'm learning the stuff here with you guys because I saved those up for a while. As you have seen, we've got the A-tier resource over there, passive stat, which really helps us as well. Combo damage. The thing I would like to get outside of the damage reduction is basic attack, because I like that much. There are some pretty cool values here. Damage to the boss might be important as well, but overall stats that are recommended to get are global HP, global attack, and one of the combo critical encounter damage reduction, so the bosses won't massacre you that much. For example, the Paladin, they do a lot of combo attacks, they do a lot of counter attacks on you, yeah. And those just destroy you, and if you get the counter damage reduction, you will get additional damage reduction from those sources. There we go, this one, counter damage reduction. It's a bad roll anyway, so let's keep going. So we managed to reach build number 4, level 4, so we get 2% to get the mythic rarity. We don't get common and great anymore, which is really good because those are annoying, and we get additional slots. So now we should save up and actually get the right things. We get higher chance of getting higher tier resources here, higher tier stats, and oh, you can actually select the original stats as well here. I haven't knew that. Oh, nice, that's convenient. Oh, and you can actually check your original stats over here if you want to. That's interesting. All right. So now let's try to roll. There is a global attack, A tier, really high, like almost maxed out. Maximum for A tier is 12.5. Global attack multiplier is really good because it applies after all other multipliers. So it's not additive, it's multiplicative, and that will boost your attack by 15%. Well, I mean 20.5. It's really good, but we need S tier. So let's keep going. There we go. That's a pretty good roll because we managed to get skill damage reduction and damage to the boss, which is sort of okay. Recovery effect is nice, but not that great. And crit damage reduction, that will help us a bit. This is not that bad. We can confirm it. That will be pretty useful. And now we can move on to another pet. And just like that, we can actually go through our pets and build them up gradually, so we don't really risk of getting horrible stats all over and spending all resources without all our pets not being well built. So you can spread your resources like that. It takes a while, it takes a lot of luck as well, and be mindful that there are limits. So in chapters 1 to 80, your maximum reduction is kept at 75%. So if we get 31 skill reduction over here, right, and was that 34 over here, we are already really close to the capacity, to the limit that we can get, and after that it will be capped and it won't affect you. So you would like to spread them between your pets and make sure that you don't go too high over it, otherwise it will be quite a waste. But yeah, we would like to roll a bit more. There we go, we got our S tier over here, pet damage reduction. Sadly, not what we need. You currently have rare stats, continue building, yeah. We want to get something else. Legendary leader legend pet damage, oh my god, this is hilarious. I don't even know what it means, but it's given pet damage 60%. I'm not sure if it's for legendary pets or all the pets, but it's hilarious name and we want to get rid of it as well because that's not what we want to build right now. And the thing is, if you will lock several of the stats, you will use one of those expensive stones per roll, so it's really expensive and you would like to do it only when you're sure about that. Otherwise, it's better to leave them like that and move on to another pet instead. And we got basic attack damage reduction 32% over here. Everything else isn't that great, but we're out of stones now, so we managed to do a couple of upgrades. And I think we'll be able to complete 3 rounds here if we'll spend all our stones, and we will. Nice. Who should we build now? We get pretty good bonuses here. We get both skill damage reduction, basic attack damage reduction, global HP percentage for Little Ellie. They are not highest tier, but still pretty good. While for this guy, for the Slime King, we only get skill damage reduction, and the bonuses here are not as great. Basic attack damage reduction here is nice as well, but we might be able to get higher tier 1. All other bonuses are sort of bad, so we'd rather... I don't know. Let's try to reroll. We can leave this one if we want to. Damn, this is so good, basic attack damage. It's not great, but it's really powerful. Kill damage reduction. I would like to get both skill damage reduction and basic attack damage reduction on one roll in order to be more flexible on another pet. Well, we didn't manage to get anything good. Our original stats are better for us right now, since we will get... what will be our overall basic attack reduction? 32% over here, 31% over here, so that's like 64 or so. It's already pretty good. For the skill damage reduction, we get 17.8 and 34 over here, so that's about 55 or so. I don't know, math isn't my thing here. And we get damage to the boss bonus, so it's not that bad. It's actually a pretty good build so far, and we can go with it, and I will actually show you how useful it is right now. Right after claiming the build growth events again, my god, this will be so good. Bam! Powerful. Let's get the artifact upgrades now, because that will give you additional percentage to the stats, additional multiplier. Why the hell not? So now, another level, and it wasn't that hard before, so let's take a look how useful the pet build was. You will be surprised how powerful we are now, and how much damage we take from the enemies. Hint, it shouldn't be that much. Also, important note, after you get the damage reduction to your capacity, the skills that will improve your damage reduction in the game won't be as useful for you, like this one. It should max it out right now. So we don't need to get the battle hardened anymore, because our pets already gave us full damage reduction with this skill, so it's pretty much useless. So let's see how the fight will go. We probably shouldn't take any damage at all, because, yeah, with the shield and all, oh my god, we are way too strong. Let's speed it up. They don't stand a chance anymore. We should be able to plow through a couple of chapters right now. Yeah, the enemies, they dealt like minimal damage right now. Let's actually get to the boss. Maybe there we will have issues. Frostbite, that will even further lower the enemy attack. I am not worried about this anymore. We should be able to massacre the enemies, no problem. First elite, let's see what it can do. I'm really curious how the fight will go. I think it won't even break my shield. Oh my god, the damage is insignificant. This is insane. Yeah, we should be able to plow through so much of the content right now. I think I'll skip straight to the final boss, where things are usually hard. And after that, we will try to go to the dungeons, where the real challenge is, because you don't get any skills over there. And that should allow you to progress those further and get even more daily rewards from those. So it's essential to get the right build for your pets. Let's go. Super HP. Now we're talking. No one will ever be able to do anything with us anymore. Because shields, they are based on your max HP, and heals are based on your max HP. And the enemies, yeah, they can't do anything anymore. Especially, this is OP. Let's get some healing. Now we will survive everything. Upgraded Frostbite. This is just getting better and better. All we need right now is Shrink Spell in order to maximize our, enemy damage reduction. So we have maximum damage reduction from the pet build. We have the skill that will even higher improve it. We have the lowering enemy attack Frostbite, and if we'll get the Shrink Spell, that will be the maximum damage reduction we can get. And look at this, they can't do a thing. This is hilarious, guys. Oh my god. So we are going to the final boss right now, a bit damaged by the events, and let's see how it will go with the vampire. I don't think it can even do a dent in... I'm just healing right now instead of taking damage. I'm only worried that we don't really have that many skills that will improve our damage and attack, so we might not have enough DPS, but we will take a look how it will go. I'm really curious. This is the experiment I'm doing here with you together, so we should... it's healing as well, right, so it's a bit annoying. But yeah, its damage is so insignificant, it can't even break my health, whatever. Its attack managed to deal minimal damage to me. It's doing the ultimate attack right now. Bam! Not much. Not much at all. So sadly, the poor vampire have to go out of the game. Let's take a look. Those criticals will save us. Yeah, we should be able to destroy it before the rounds will run out. And my god. This is not a fight, this is a beating. The poor fella don't stand a chance. I'm really... Let's see how many dungeons we can go through, because those are hard and they scale extremely tough. So, fully completed run. Just here with you. That was easy. Now, let's go into the dungeons, and we saved up some tickets just for this. So let's challenge the normal dungeon. Done. My god, this will be powerful. Next one. Done. The loading times are a bit too long though. If it would be faster, it would be better. Done. How many are we pushing through right now? I'm more curious about the chest dungeons though. Those are hard to go through. We got defeated. Nice, finally. So we managed to do like 4 difficulties here. That's a significant bonus to our gains. 24. Enemy rage always crits. So I think that's the reason. But basically we managed to take out the enemy again. So it's not that bad. Several tries and we keep pushing. Difficulty 43. I think that's enough for this one. It will take a while. We might be able to do a couple more. But what I want, honestly, I was going to do this. Difficulty 20. Not enough challenge chances. Oh no. I swept all the runs for today. Let's go. Raid Celestial Tree. 39. So, 40. Next one. Come on. The loading times are insane here. 41. Each of those will give you more pet eggs per day. So that will allow you to grow faster. And most importantly, the chest one will allow you to get more chest, that will allow you to get more collectibles, that will allow you to get... Now we'll lose. Okay. So managed to go from 39 to 42, like 3 dungeons straight away, without any other optimizations. Let's see if we can defeat this one. There we go. We managed to do it on the 4th try, I think. So that's 4. 4 difficulties straight away. And 5th difficulty is going down as well. I'm surprised about that. Straight away, so that's 5 difficulties. And once again, we can actually adjust our build a bit for that, you know, get other pets, that kind of stuff. But getting the right pet build will just boost your progression. Look at that, only 15 million health left. So we should be able to win it after a couple of challenges. So yeah, I think that's really important to get the right pet build and to build the right pets as well, so you will actually use them. Let me know if you get any extra tips for the pet build down below in the comments, and check out the video description and the pinned comment for the links while you're going there. Like the video and subscribe to the channel to promote it in YouTube algorithm. But yeah, the links to the wiki, the links to the LD players so you can play it on the PC like I do over here. My Discord and playlist with the rest of Capybara Go videos are over there, so you can find any of that and enjoy more content and more info on the game. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video and it was helpful for you. And yeah, have a good one. It's been Stan Kosh. Bye.